Hey right guys, Trophy Reacts here, and today we are watching and reacting to episode 8 of Percy Jackson and the Olympians season 1. It is of course the finale, it's the 8th and final episode that we're going to be getting for the first season of Percy Jackson, and I've enjoyed it. I think overall it's been pretty decent. I don't think it's been anything exceptional. I think as every episode went on early in the season, I was giving it the benefit of the doubt, like, okay, it's really building up, this war that they're talking about. I'm sure I'm going to feel that there's a war going on later in the season, but I feel like the more it's gone on, the more it's just kind of, it's weird. Each episode's felt very different to the last, but it's also kind of felt the same in terms of structure, where it just kind of like, they go to a new location, something's chasing them, Grover does his thing, Annabeth and Percy do their thing, and then they overcome whatever it was that's chasing them in that episode, and then they move on to the next location. It's kind of been that, which I guess the point of like the book, and that's what they do in the book. I'm sure that's what they do. I've not read it, of course, but I'm assuming that's what they do. But I don't know. I felt like for a TV show, it just felt a little bit basic. It's just kind of been going through the motions. I think the characters have been good. I think that is the big positive about it. It's like Percy, Annabeth, and even Grover. I do like Grover. I think I could have done with a bit more of him this season, because he's, for me, clearly the weakest out of the three. But Percy and Annabeth in particular are pretty good. I do like their dynamic. And like Medusa was cool. I think Ares was really cool. Hermes was actually pretty decent, even though we didn't get much of him. So yeah, there have been some good gods in there as well, and some good acting throughout. But yeah, it's just, and the last episode was actually pretty cool, being in the underworld, and we had the three-headed dog and stuff like that. So it has had some really good scenes, but then I feel like overall I'm just not feeling the danger, the threat, this war. I could have done with a lot more time in certain areas, like Camp Half-Blood. I could have done with a whole other episode there, just getting to know some of the other characters and seeing Percy in Camp Half-Blood, because he was just kind of there for 5-10 minutes, and then he was set out on his mission to go do what he needed to do. So and that was kind of the case with a lot of the episodes, whereas I really could have done with an extra 5-10 minutes in certain locations. So yeah, overall I do think it has been fine, a fine show, but I really hope I'll come back for season 2. I think it's done enough for me to want to come back for season 2, but I really hope that they kind of improve on a lot of the aspects about it. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm feeling about Percy Jackson. Do let me know what you think of Percy Jackson as a whole at the moment, and we'll see what they kind of do to wrap up the season. So if you enjoy, make sure to leave a like, because it does help the video and it does help the channel, and Patreon is linked down below if you do want to join us over on there. But for now, let's do this. Oh, here he is, rolling up.
But you are one. That makes you part of something bigger than yourself.
Is that Sauron at the back? Oh no, it's just a lighthouse. Okay, well. Oh my god, we're getting Camp Half-Blood scenes.
Which is good, because you clearly can't handle this on your own.
I bet he stole it and he put it in Percy's bag. Well, I forgot this guy's Luke, so yeah.
Riposte.
Riposte!
Fair. It's not like there are rules.
Of course there are rules. See, that's what warfare is.
Alright,
Knowing
bro.
rules, so you can use them against your opponent.
Oh, he's going to use the lightning bolt against Ares.
There's all kinds of examples. Like...
Single combat.
Oh my god, it's Game of Thrones.
If I draw first blood, I keep the bolt and you surrender the helm.
Oh, so not to the death.
Any trace of you leaves a trace of my plan, and we can't have that.
It wasn't your plan, though, was it? It was Kronos. It was his idea to frame Poseidon's kid.
Oh, he's
Steal
upset.
Hades' helm and Zeus's bolt to start a war.
And no one tells the god of war how to start a fight.
It actually does sound like Ares. Go on, Percy. You know, Ares is pretty menacing. Jesus. Right. Oh, that soft ass landing that's gonna break his back. Turns to an 18+ for this one episode. Oh, here we go. Is this Percy doing this?
If you're not careful,
That would be
Find out.
pretty spooky. The whole ocean coming at you.
Who I am.
Jeez, alright, bro. No, I couldn't. That'd be horrible. Running on up. Oh, wow. Ares, bro, that's...
Yay! That was so cool. Want to know what you really won today? An enemy for life.
Okay, Ares. He's like a 10-year-old kid. You want to calm down?
Don't look at his true form.
It says, well, look, don't look at his true form.
It's Hades' home.
I wish that fight went on a bit longer, actually. Just with the Percy getting wrecked a little bit. Felt like they clanged swords twice, and he threw him down, and then he was like, feel my power, and then he did the ocean. It's like...
Quite something, isn't it? Using earthquakes to clear the skies. Lord Poseidon grows bold in his war against his king.
Oh, is that the old granny villain?
Hades sent you to retrieve it. That's been your quest all along.
Yeah. No offense, I can't imagine the Hades of this show wearing that.
Good luck on Olympus.
Olympus. I hope Olympus is just McDonald's. Like,
Perhaps there will still be a world left for your mother to return to.
like I said, if there's any show that was going to do that, it would be this.
You two gotta go to camp. Now that we know who Ares and Clarice were working for, someone has to warn Cairo.
He'll kill you. You understand that, right?
No one can kill Percy.
You stole the bolt? Or because you're a forbidden kid? Zeus will never let you leave Olympus alive.
Okay, well, we'll see.
I have to try.
Percy's a boss, to be fair. Like, he's doing all this at the age of, like, again, I don't know how old he is, let's say 13. Yo, imagine him when he's like 30 or something.
You're gonna need all the luck you can get.
Just for clarity, how sure are we you can just explain everything in an email?
There's the glory in that.
Grover. Always got the jokes. Oh no, yeah, it was the Empire State, wasn't it? That was Olympus. We did know that. I think F1 showed us it.
Tour starts by the sign.
Not here for the tour. I'm here to see Zeus.
Zeus! Jeez. Oh. Okay, this is better. I thought it was like a boardroom meeting. I thought that's what Olympus was. This is way cooler.
Two things you never want to be are small and scary at the same time. Things that are small and scary get squished.
Alright. Isn't that the same necklace that Luke just had on, but it has a ring on instead? That looks sick. Fair play, fair play. There's no way he got up there already. That would have taken like a week. Did you see how tall? Okay. Okay. Speed ran that. Yep, we're up the top of Mount Olympus. Done. Zeus. He's played by Lance. No, don't do that to me. I think I read that. Oh, it is. No, that's heartbreaking. Rest in peace, my boy. Oh, such a boss actor as well. What a great choice for Zeus. That's so sad.
I didn't steal it. Neither did any of my friends. We found it. We got it back. We tried to get it to you on time, but...
You failed.
You failed? Oh.
I had to tell you who did steal it.
It'll say in loving memory of Lance at the end of the credits. I hope.
I know who Kronos is. I am his son. Of course he's gathering strength. Of course he's coming. That is what we do. We snap and plot and strive.
Sick
It was
voice.
only a matter of time before he did again. Thank you for the news. It is the only reason I'm letting you leave alive.
Well, they're gonna have to recast him, I assume, in season 2. Like, whoever they pick is gonna be not Lance. It's like, oh, Downgrade.
Boy!
Boy. Christopher Judge, though,
Proceeds and
as Zeus.
ends with victory. You escape with your life. That is your prize.
Tell me it's
What,
not a
did you
bad
think
idea.
that you and I would negotiate?
I thought you might listen. Kronos wants you to fight my father. He wants you both weakened.
I will not be weakened by my brothers.
You already are.
Oh.
How afraid of you do you think you'll be when your dad shows up looking to put you back in your place?
That's it. You've done it now. Oh, here we go. Who stopped him? Poseidon. Yeah.
I surrender.
Yeah, that bolt looks kind of sick, you know.
What? I surrender.
He's gonna launch that at Percy's head.
Just spare my son.
Your forbidden son, who should have never been born.
The same as your Thalia, whose bravery still inspires all demigods.
Get right. You know what? Every single god they've picked, acting-wise, has been sick. They've done really well with the casting, actually.
Make sure I never see this one again.
Oh, you will.
Obedience doesn't come naturally to you, does it?
No. Sure.
Don't need to call him sir. No respect on Poseidon.
It means father. Right?
I'm glad these two had a scene this season, actually.
Chiron has taught you well.
I didn't learn it from Chiron.
I learned it from Mom.
Your mother taught you ancient
Oh,
Greek.
it doesn't even need to be said.
Ares said gods don't dream.
Ares is a moron. Have
Well.
you noticed? Of course we dream. What do you ask?
Do you ever dream about Mom?
Percy's whipping out the big questions all the time, son. Oh, okay. Never mind.
You should be going.
Pretty good scene. They had some banger scenes this episode, actually, to be fair. The Whomping Willow! Oh, it's a bit thin for that. Bit of a skinny boy, that tree. Hey, we're back at Camp Half-Blood. Hailed as a hero already. Yeah, you stopped the war. That was brewing. Hell yeah. These two are the best.
Do you see her yet?
Oh yeah, this randomer that we got one scene with.
Clarice stole the Master Bolt.
It's complicated.
How is it complicated?
Everyone was ready to join the war here. Start fighting each other.
I bet it was
An
Luke.
accusation against Clarice.
Without proof.
Exactly.
It was
Without
Luke.
proof.
They're just assuming that because she beat him up. And we got the flashback scenes with Luke this ep as well, so...
I told him we needed to meet him away from the celebration, so we can talk without any of Clarice's supporters noticing.
I'll keep an eye on Clarice while you're gone. Make sure she isn't going anywhere.
Great.
It's
and we'll
not
meet back here.
Clarice. Another dark, pitch black scene. Thank you, Percy Jackson. Oh wait, but we got fireworks. We might be alright.
They really pulled out all the stops for you.
But Joe, it's realistic. Please. Please put me out of my misery.
You shall go west and face the god it was turned.
Ares, okay?
Find what was stolen and see it returned.
Clearly the bulls.
Oh, didn't it say someone will betray or something?
And you shall be betrayed
By Luke.
by one who calls you a friend.
Luke. I really would have liked if they'd set up the friendship a bit more to really feel this betrayal.
It's because you never said anything to Chiron about her. Did you? You
God.
couldn't. Because you knew that Clarice didn't steal the bolt.
You did, brother.
You did. You worked with ARES to plan it on me. So when the shoes you gave me pulled me down into Tartarus, the boat would be delivered right to Kronos.
Oh, that was what the plan was meant to be. Okay, well, fail.
I didn't think you'd give him to Grover to wear. I am your friend, Percy. None of this was meant to betray you. I'm here to recruit.
All right.
Recruit?
Easy. I don't want to fight.
Are you sure? Tore a veil somewhere.
Their control. Backbiter can open secret doors. We can stay on the run as long as it takes.
Stop saying we.
And they couldn't care less what we want. They're bad parents, Percy.
Well, they're not great.
And they've gotten away with it for far too long.
This isn't you. This is Kronos. He got to you.
No, he opened my eyes to the truth.
I kind of want to be Kronos now. Oh, he's done. I've
Our
heard
parents
enough.
aren't perfect, but they're trying their best. I met your dad.
Oh, that was it. Yeah, triggered. You can beat Ares, and I mean, to be fair, there was ocean around when he beat Ares, so I'll let it slide. Wrecked. Never mind.
Sorry. I didn't mean to.
Oh. Bloody hell. Oh, of course, Annabeth comes in clutch again. Every time. I'm not even angry. It's just, you got all of it. Oh, he's off. God, the lighting in this. Oh, it's so bad. Game of Thrones ruined it for everyone.
When Luke explained why he planned to take down Olympus, part of it made sense to you, didn't it?
Has this been renewed? Actually, I'm assuming it has
Luke
or will
knows
be. But
that you'd be a powerful ally to his cause.
How does she feel about all of this?
has Grover just
I'll
died?
say
He
that.
hasn't been in it for like 15 minutes.
It's a tree, seaweed brain. It
Seaweed
doesn't express
brain.
opinions. He wants to show me New York City first, so I'm gonna pretend I haven't been there. And then someplace called Disney World, which kind of sounds like Waterland.
Ah, we got the Disney shout out. Cool.
Guys! Guys!
There he is.
You got it?
Where is it?
Oh,
Is that your searcher's license?
oh, right.
Officially authorized to begin the quest for Pan.
I know some people in management out there. If you ever need some help.
I'll find you.
Oh yeah, bros.
Let's make a pact. Right now. No matter what happens, we meet back here next year.
Next year?
All of us. Right here.
That'll be the end of Act 1 then, of Season 2, shortly. There we go. Look at this little trio. Did his mum get released? Oh, I assume maybe she'll be in the house now.
Percy?
Mom. Hey. Hades actually stuck to his word.
What happened? It's a long story. But come on.
Oh, did she not even know, like, I didn't know she was, like, aware.
It's time to wake up.
Wait, what? What's this? Is this some prank?
Are you serious? We're still doing this?
Are you serious, bro?
You lost.
Your survival is the key to my return.
Okay.
No kidding, kiddo. Time to wake up.
The whole season was a dream.
No, come on. Breakfast awaits. 7th grade awaits. Let's get this party started.
I had a dream that I was a god. Oh, Percy.
Don't forget to tell your mom how much you love her today.
Kronos, Lord of the Titans, said that.
Well, maybe. You never know.
I mean, he could have.
Oh, Percy. Percy Jukson.
The stories you heard about Greek gods, heroes, and monsters.
What the hell? Oh, they do look kind of
I'm here
nice,
to tell
though.
you they're real. If you ever feel like you don't fit, like the world doesn't make sense, then you might be a part of our world.
Don't, because you're going to get so many people
don't
now
give
who
up.
start thinking that Greek gods and all this
Because we might
exist.
need you for the fight ahead.
And they're going to go out trying to find... Don't say that, Percy. Don't. It's like people who think Hogwarts is real. There it is, in loving memory of Lance Reddick. No! Lance! But yeah, it's like the people who think Narnia is real and the Hogwarts is real. And look what you've done, Percy. Look what you've done. Yeah, I guess we'll see the consequences of those words. But yeah, rest in peace to Lance Reddick. That sucks. Such a good actor. Such a good choice for Zeus as well. But I'm saying Christopher Judge, I could see as Zeus. It'd be kind of fitting as well. But yeah, pretty good episode actually for the finale of season 1. I like the ARES fight. I thought that was cool. I really liked the scene between Percy and his dad, Poseidon. I felt like that was obvious that was coming. It was kind of long overdue building up the entire season for that. I think they delivered with that scene. Again, Annabeth coming in clutch, as always. Really good scene, kind of going back to Camp Half-Blood. I wish we got more of like being in Camp Half-Blood. Like the betrayal of Luke, it's like I just didn't feel anything. Like I liked Luke in the episode he was in Ep 2, but when that betrayal happens, it's just like, okay, you did a couple of flashbacks in this episode, like him dueling with him or whatever, but I just didn't feel it. I was just like, okay, whatever. It's Luke, I guess, sure. I think from his point of view as well, it wasn't like some ultimate betrayal. It's like he still does like Percy. He's just kind of going his way of, you know, trying to being persuaded by Kronos to try to do what he did, basically. So, yeah, that was fine. Then him saving his mom at the end. Oh, I guess Hades actually sticking to his word and letting it go. Also, the scene with Zeus was pretty cool. So, yeah, some really good scenes throughout this episode. I still won't say it was amazing. I felt like the Ares fight could have gone on a bit longer. And there were some scenes in there that I thought could have been just a tiny bit, but not as much as some of the other episodes, to be fair to it. I felt like this episode was actually pretty well paced throughout, and we got a lot kind of told in there. So, yeah, we'll go not quite an 8 for me, but definitely a really good episode. So we'll go a 7.5, I think, out of 10 for this one. One of the better ones of the season and ended pretty well. Ready for season 2. So then for season 1 as a whole, I mean, I've given, my thoughts on kind of the pacing and stuff like that. I felt like I would have given this a 7 out of 10 maybe a few eps ago, but then I think like from ep 6 onwards, it's just kind of like, okay, you start to feel the kind of pacing issues with it a little bit. In the sense, not even in the sense that I typically mean where it's being too slow and stuff. It's just the fact that it was a bit too fast. So I'll go a 6.8 out of 10. I think a very high 6. I think it is a fine season of television. I don't think this is anything exceptional. Like I said in the intro, I think the best parts about it was the casting. I think the casting for majority of these characters was actually really good. Percy was great. The actor who plays Annabeth was great. The actor who played Grover was really good. And then all the gods, Ares, Zeus, Poseidon, Medusa. I know she's not one of the gods, but Medusa. Like all of them were really, really well cast. Especially Ares. I think he was the standout for me, casting wise. And Zeus, obviously, but Lance is going to be the standout for any show he's in, really. So we'll go a 6.8 out of 10. I think there is definite room for improvement that they can do in season 2, which I hope they take advantage of if they get renewed, but I guess we're going to have to wait and see on that one. But yeah, I think the weakest episode for me was maybe at 1. I think the best episodes was 7 and 8. And then I really liked the Medusa episode 3. And I liked Camp Half-Blood. I even enjoyed Ep 4. I think Eps 5 and 6 and 1 were maybe the weakest for me. I felt like 5 should have been better than it was. There were moments I liked him turning into gold and stuff. 6 was just way too rushed. Episode 6 was, so that's one of the weak ones as well. But yeah, Camp Half-Blood in Ep 2, Medusa in Ep 3. Ep 4 was cool, just seeing the Chimera was cool. And then the Underworld in Ep 7 was really good. And then this episode had a lot of good scenes as well. So yeah, it does have a lot of good scenes. But overall, I think it was just kind of like a fine season. So we'll go 6.8 out of 10 for this one, guys. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed. If this does get renewed, which I assume it will, I'll be back for season 2, which will probably be a year and a half away down the line. So by that time, we'll have Game of Thrones, or House of the Dragon, Lord of the Rings, Percy Jackson, and Harry Potter. Because I assume the HBO show would nearly be coming out. There's just so many fancy worlds, even more as well, because we've got like Avatar coming out as well. There's so many fancy worlds that we're going to be delving into. But yeah, I'll see you next time for season 2. Until then, take care. Peace.